Hey everyone, it's Chris Loud. In this quick tutorial, I'll show you how to easily wire your painting for hanging. This simple method works for a cradled wood panel, stretched canvas, a float frame, and even standard picture frames. So the materials we're going to be using are D-rings, picture hanging wire, a Phillips head screwdriver, wire cutters, minor linesman pliers, which also cut wire, silicone door bumpers, and those are optional, a microfiber cleaning cloth, and a drill. And before we get started, a quick shout out and huge thanks to Richard, Eve, Kate, Steve, Diana, William, and Blanca for your super thanks donations. I really do appreciate the support and encouragement. Okay, so let's get started. So 2 items that I just did not tell you about: a measuring device and a pen or a pencil. We're going to need those because we're going to start off by measuring down the painting 1/3 of the way down the painting. And we're going to place a mark. We're going to get our D-ring. I'm going to push that D-ring right where it needs to sit, and I'm going to place a mark right in the center there. So I was measuring down to make sure I'm 1/3 of the way down, and now I'm just making sure I'm marking exactly where I need to drill to be in the center of that hole for that D-ring. And here's where I'm going to grab the drill. The drill bit that I use is a 1/16 inch drill bit. So it's a pretty small hole that this is going to drill. I really just want to get this going so I have some kind of guide, and when I'm screwing this in, the screw in, so I don't splinter the wood. A lot of times if you just start screwing that screw in, the wood will start to split and splinter. So by drilling in a guide hole, that will help prevent that from happening. Now obviously if you're using a larger canvas or hanging something that's much larger, and you're using a bigger D-ring, a larger screw, you're going to want a larger drill bit. But for most of the small paintings that I do, the 1/16 drill bit is perfect for that. So once I have those holes drilled, I'll go ahead and just screw those screws in by hand. Obviously, you can use a drill to screw those in if that's the way you want to do it. But I just like to be very careful with these, and especially when you're using painting on wood and drilling into wood. I just like to be as careful as I can. So once I have these screwed in, I'm going to grab this vinyl coated stranded stainless steel wrapping wire. That's a mouthful right there. It's size number 3. It's 20 pounds, so basically that means it's going to hold any kind of artwork up to 20 pounds. This is not even a pound. So this is perfect for this one. But just keep that in mind. If you are hanging something that's much heavier, you want to make sure that you have the appropriate wire to hang that with. But for a majority of paintings, I even use this wire on 36 by 48. Weighed that, and it wasn't quite 20 pounds, so this was perfect. So I'm going to use the wire cutter portion of these lineman's pliers, and these are quite dull. I've got one little spot that actually cuts. So sometimes I have to kind of work it a little bit and then kind of find that spot, and it will cut. But if you have a nice new pair of wire cutters, that will just be a snip, and that'll be done. Now I'm not going to go over the knot that I'm using. I'll leave a couple of videos, short videos, in the description for knots that you can use on this, that people use hanging wires. There are a variety of different knots that you can use on this, really even down to just a standard knot. But I tie that down, snip it off, and I usually give myself about an inch and a half, and then I'll just wrap it tightly around there. I just like it to be nice and neat. You'll see a lot of canvases where it's just wrapped loosely on there, and that's, it's up to you how you want to do that. I just like mine to be very neat. There are a variety of ways to wire a painting, and most are pretty similar. You'll get slight variations in things like the level of slack to put in the wire, or how far down to place the wire, or what kind of knots to use. I'm showing you how I prep my paintings to hang. It's the same method the first gallery I ever showed in asked me to use, and it's served me well since. I know a lot of people will really like the wire to be loose. Um, I've seen several videos where people have said they really want it loose and kind of closer up towards the top of the painting. I've just found personally that when I've done that, the painting kind of hangs away from the wall at the top, and the bottom is touching the wall. So it just is kind of hanging at a little bit of an angle. I like mine to be kind of nice and neat and flush up against the wall. So that's why I do that. But that's something, I try it. Put a wire on and have it kind of loose and see if you like it like that. You might like the look of that. So the last thing we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and put these silicone bumpers on there. They're little door bumpers that you might put on cabinets. There are two reasons that I like to put these bumpers on. One, it protects the painting from the wall and the wall from the painting. And two, it helps the painting lay a little more flush with the wall. And one little tip, make sure you sign the back of your paintings, put the title, the date, everything that you put on there before you wire it. Sometimes it's really difficult with these smaller paintings to get your hand in there to sign it correctly. So that's it. It's a pretty easy system. If you have any questions or feedback, feel free to leave those in the comments and I'll get back to you on those. If you like this video, feel free to give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like this, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching and keep on painting. So as a little extra on this video, I thought I would share a few of my recent morning scribbles. Most mornings when I'm having my coffee, I do a quick digital scribble to get my mind thinking creatively before the rest of the day starts, before emails, before work, before even exercising. These little warm-ups aren't meant to be finished pieces. They're just fun. It's a fun way to play with color, fun way to play with movement, and play with composition without any pressure. It's amazing how even a few minutes of loose digital mark making can spark ideas that carry into my paintings later. These are just tiny bursts of creativity that help set the tone for the day ahead. I use a free app on my phone called Infinite Painter, and sometimes I just do this with pen and paper. So if you have the time, warm up your brain with some of these fun little scribbles and get ready to enjoy your day.